Do you feel like after watching it and how it played out, do you feel like you were a little naive?
I don't know right now where it's gonna go because I don't want to be with someone that lies to me.
So are you prepared to be married to someone maybe for years and years and years and never have met their children?
It just makes me look stupid. He makes me look stupid on TV.
Do you believe in this industry that if a man demands what he wants and how he wants things, he's a boss, but if a woman does it, she's a bitch?
Now that I'm pregnant.
That you cannot confirm or deny.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Amina Buddafly, and you're now watching That'sEnough.com.
Hey guys, it's Quay The Star, and I'm here with the talented Amina Buddafly, aka Amina Pinky. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good.
Okay. Thank you for coming. I'm really excited because I'm a fan. We're gonna get the messy out the way so we can talk about the music.
Good.
But
doing that first.
Yes, we're gonna get that out the way, so we're gonna actually talk about the music. Amina is actually one of the new cast members for Love and Hip Hop New York. She's married to rapper Peter Guns, and on the show you see that she's in somewhat of a love triangle with Peter Guns and his children's mother. I wanted to ask you, do you feel that the drama kind of overshadows your music career, or do you feel it helps you maybe?
I mean, it gets people talking about me. But definitely, like, watching the show, it's a lot of drama, especially with my storyline. And it does kind of overshadow it a little bit. I notice people talking more about that than, you know, my music. But then again, I must say that I was really happy that Love and Hip Hop even was interested in. They showed a lot of my songs. They let me play a lot of my original music that I wrote. So I can't really complain because before the show, nobody really ever heard my stuff. It was out there, and people starting to realize that it's been out there for years and years. I've been releasing music and stuff. But now it's getting the attention, even though on top of that there's a drama. So it's kind of like I don't know. I don't want to say it's a bad thing because I'm gaining audience, and so I really don't. It's so bad.
I know you said at one point that it was kind of, like with the social media and everything, it's kind of more hate than love. Do you think that's still that way, or?
I'm noticing a change, which is very pleasant to me, and I love it. Because I do look, people say, don't look at the responses, don't look at it, so much negativity. But I want to be in touch with my fans. There is a lot of y'all, my fans, love y'all out there, and I want to be in touch with them, and so I do look every now and then. I don't see everything, I don't respond to everything, but just to the nice comments I want to respond at least sometimes. So I do look, and I've noticed a change in the recent weeks, where I think people got to see a little bit more about who I really am. I'm not that stupid, see my character.
Do you think that you weren't portrayed the way you should have been? Like, the situation wasn't how they shown it on TV? Because I've actually had arguments with people about that. Because I personally feel, I'm like, at the end of the day, I don't know her personally, but I feel like that's not how it went. Like, she's not a home wrecker. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel that way?
I don't consider myself that. And I mean, just watching the show, what they didn't show is that I really had no idea. Like, it really looks like, oh, I knew they were together and everything, happy family, and they left out the parts like that were kind of important in this whole thing. Like, for instance, that Peter at home, he wasn't happy there. Like, he even says it himself.
And that's the thing I said. I'm like, he tells both of them that he was lying. Like, he was telling you that he was there just for the kids. And you know what I'm saying?
He was absolutely lying to me. And I can't say it enough. And he can't say it enough. But I really, I don't know what else I can do but say that I had no idea what the real situation was. And I didn't care at that time. Which that might be something that I regret. Because I should have cared
Right.
But I didn't in the beginning. I was just like, about Peter, and I, and whatever he does there, he tells me it's nothing, so I believe it. And
do you feel like after watching and how it played out, do you feel like you were a little naive?
In how they made me look, or in just
in general, life? Yeah, in real life.
Yeah, naive. I don't like when people call me that because I was aware that, you know, there might be something that I don't know. I was aware that he might be lying. I wasn't like, oh, you know, he's telling me this and this. I just didn't care. So naive might be.
And you wanted to
word.
Trust him.
Right. I wanted to trust him, and I didn't want to stress him, especially in the beginning. You know, it wasn't that we were together for years and years like that.
Right.
It was just, we were still building a relationship. It had only been a year, and like, you know, that's why towards the end of it, I was like, I was getting there where I wanted to know, you know, what is it really? And that's when he married me. So to shut me up again.
Marry me, show me it's real.
He shut me up again. So I was like, he can't possibly believe it. He's still alive. He married me, really?
Right.
So, yeah, he was.
Are you a little bit worried about how you seen that happen? And he said he's done it, you know, like he cheated on Tara, and he, you know what I'm saying? So are you a little bit worried that might happen?
Yeah, not even just a little bit. Definitely, of course. Like, who wouldn't be? Like, he's not the kind of man that you can trust. Like, I'm married to him, so it's difficult every day. And you know, we honestly, like, you know, we constantly going through stuff. Like, even now, like, I don't know. He breaks up with me every other week, and next day is like nothing happened, and I just feel like I can't trust him, and I argue with him, and he gets annoyed because it's just typical relationship stuff. But bottom line, you know, he says himself he's right, and
yeah,
I don't know right now where it's gonna go because I don't know. He's tired of being that, and now especially being on TV and everyone seeing it, it's like open his eyes.
Exposed.
But only time will tell. I mean, I'm not gonna let him put me through this shit like continuously over years and years. You know, that's why we're still like in the beginning, and everything's out now and it's official. But it's like time will tell. Like, I'm not, if he puts me through what he put Tara through, like I'm not gonna stay.
And you said, somewhere you said, if we had thought it through, we probably wouldn't be married right now.
I did say that. I still think that.
You still think that?
Yes, because it wasn't a thought through thing. We just got married, and the next day, I think both of us, him more so than I, because of Tara, we're like, damn, we married. Shit, it's real. I was like, oh good, you know, I was single. I was like happy. He's my husband. I love him so much. It was more like
episode. Yeah, Amina's like, my husband. This is my husband.
I know, because I was excited. Because who doesn't want to be married to the person they love the most? Like, they love so much. I love him so much. I still do. But at that moment, we got married, and so I was more like excited. But he was, I guess, more like, what did I do? Now I know that.
Yeah.
You know, but I could sense it too after we. It was weird because one time Peter's like somebody that's in the moment. Like, one moment he was like acting excited that he has me as his wife. You know, we would go and do like a performance, like, you know, or sing down in the village at all these clubs, and he would, you know, come on stage and like, this is my wife, Amina. He would be like excited. It would make me feel so good. And then the next moment, I could tell he was just not really 100% there and not comfortable with it. I could feel it. So
I think now he's more, because I've seen a lot of different videos, like you guys make appearances and stuff, and I see just the chemistry is great, and I think it's also good with the music, because like I see when you perform, like just the look in his eyes, he's very like admiring, and I was like, okay, I like
Same with me whenever he's on stage. I'm the same. Like,
so I think now, because he's like, that's my wife.
Biggest fans, yeah, definitely.
So have you, I know one of the things that you were saying to him, like, I want to meet your kids, I'm your wife now. Have you met his children? Mad at me for
wanting to meet the kids, but why? What wife doesn't know their husband's kids? I mean, why? I guess the people that hate me anyway they say that. But I still to this day have not met his two boys. And I don't know when or if it's gonna happen. You know, from what I hear, their mother hates me and she won't have it at all. So from what Peter says, he absolutely wants me to be around them, but he can't do it for him. So what can I say?
So are you prepared to be married to someone maybe for years and years and years and never have met their children?
See, that's a good question. I have not thought about that. I don't know if that's a reason for me to leave him, because when I met him, it was about him. I didn't even know how many kids he had,
right?
You know, so it was about him and I, and really, you know. But the fact that there's so much his life, they're him. It's like it's all about them, and it's difficult. And I never thought about that. I guess. Again, something that, you know, time will tell, but so far it's been like almost 2 years now, and I haven't met.
Maybe you'll meet the other children that are not Tara's.
Right? Yeah,
that's
I can't
possible.
wait. He absolutely said, like, you know, we're going to go down to New Orleans. He has 2 daughters, and I'll meet them. And then also, I've met his 2 grown kids.
So that's good, yeah. You're not completely out the...
Nah, not completely. And I've met his family, his mother, like sisters, aunts, like, so they all know me, and they're all very open.
Okay, so it's just Tara, so that's...
Yeah, I guess.
How do you feel about because we have only really seen you interact with, not really all your castmates, like you have scenes with like Peter, Tara, they show the scene in the club where you meet briefly the women, but how do you feel about your other castmates? Like,
I'm upset at Love and Hip Hop that they didn't, you know, coming into the show, I didn't know nobody, I didn't know any of them. Same with Tara, but you know, they kind of put her together with people that they thought could be, you know, that she could become friends with, and I wish they would have done that with me. Like, I want to be friends with somebody on the show. Like, I'm cool. I've met most of them now, and you know, it's not that, you know, I guess Yandy doesn't really like me like that, but
she's Team Tara, which is kind of understandable.
So I'm not gonna, you know, try and be friends with them. They're friends with Tara, so let it be. It's fine. I have nothing against none of them.
How do you feel about Erica?
Erica, I really like.
She tweeted some shade the other day, and you retweeted it. I said,
my girl.
Amina, retweeting the shade. Erica Mena retweet.
I know. I was thinking about it too. Should I? Should I not? I mean, but then again, I was thinking about. I'm like, I didn't write that, so it's not that. But I like her. I really do.
Your husband hates her.
Yeah. Used to. I wouldn't be so sure he still does, but that one altercation that they had.
Yeah. You were
I
there
should not
for
like
that.
her
How did
either.
you feel about that?
I felt uncomfortable. I wanted to get out. I really didn't know what to do, because, you know, she definitely was vulnerable the way she came at him, and I thought she said something, but he asked me every time I tried to chime in. You know, they cut that out. He asked me, shush. Be quiet. I got it. So I just listened to him, and, you know, maybe I should have said something, but it was definitely uncomfortable, and I was like, what's going on here? Crazy. I was just more in shock. I couldn't even speak. It's like me. I'm always like...
I was uncomfortable watching it from home, so I can imagine
I
being there.
But that was that. But, you know, she's... I don't think she's that bad of a person.
Did you do a song with her?
Maybe. Actually, she released her single, right? I actually haven't heard it yet, but that day when we did the meeting with Rich, and where it got all crazy, it was supposed to be about, you know, music, and we all worked together.
Yeah.
And I actually had a song that I thought I, you know, could possibly give her that I had written. So, but it never came to that. So, but definitely, yeah, maybe in the future, next season.
I was gonna ask you that. So, would you like to do our next season?
Man, I have to admit, I haven't said that in this interview yet, but this experience, just in general, has been really emotionally just very rough for me. Just in general, with everything that comes at you, you know. Since the show aired, it's just my life has changed. But it's been difficult. Like, people think, oh, you know, TV, and, you know, it's been great, but then of course they know my situation, my friends and people like that. So they know it's hard, and it's been really rough. And I've kind of had moments where I regretted it. I'm like, why did I do this shit? It just makes me look stupid. He makes me look stupid on TV. Yeah, people hear music, but I'm fucked up. You know, it was a time where I was really messed up about everything. I'm like, I'm tired of it. I don't want to watch no more. I kind of, even now, stopped watching. Like, I'm over it. I don't like it. It's the way they make it look. But I have not yet. I don't know. They haven't asked me yet about next season. I don't even know whether or not it's happening. I hear this, but we'll see. And then once it's confirmed, I guess I'll make my decision.
Are you gearing more towards yes or no?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it also depends on what Peter Knight thinks. Then
that's true too.
Because again, right now it's like I really need time to know where are we going to be, where it's going. He has to act right, and he doesn't always act right. So we still like this ups and downs. But maybe it's more.
Stay tuned. Now, I am part 2.
Yes.
Okay, so I got the EP. Listened to every song. Now, I have these certain 2 songs on repeat constantly. Your single.
Okay, Don't Want to Be Right.
Don't Want to Be Right. And We Got Us. That's
it.
my number 1 favorite.
It's my favorite too.
My number 1 favorite song in the whole EP.
We Got Us. I love it too. It's so I love that you love this because you know We Get Us especially is my
I think it's great. You have Peter in the video. Were you guys scared to do that at all?
He was. Video, but you know he wasn't against it when we had actually the director and Jordan, shout out to you. He had the idea, and we weren't even necessarily thinking about Peter. He was like just a guy, you know that. And I'm like, I want Peter to do it because I don't want to hug on nobody. So I asked him. He was totally of course. But then when we shot it, he was like, oh my god, you know, Tyler can see that. So he was a little uncomfortable, but I guess we only put it in the end of the video. Like we had it initially from the jump. Yeah, but I only put like 2-3 cuts in there.
I think it was good. I think it wasn't too much, but it was a snippet.
Exactly.
But it was like, because the first shot of him, I was like, is that Peter? And then I thought it was cute.
Right, and that's why he did it too. I don't think he would have done it if he did all of him.
Yeah.
His face.
We Got Us needs a video next. Just throwing it out there.
He gets to be down for that though.
That would be super cute.
I mean, I've made him. He's done so much for me. He's, you know, I don't know if he can do very well, but in performing at the radio show.
Okay.
And he's performing with me. So he's done a lot
your
for
ass,
me.
Amina.
Yeah, I don't know if I was allowed to say that, but anyway. Yeah, We Got Us. That was my thought too. I'll see what I can do.
I think
because really the song is about us, so it has to be with him and I. It's a song that wouldn't work without him, really.
That'd be really, really cute. I have a quote for you.
Okay.
Gotta be like Kanye when it comes to my music.
That's what I tweeted the other day because something I'll never forget. Jay-Z told me that. I sat in his office. We were signed to Def Jam, and he called us up into his office. And he said that to me because at that time we had just released or just shot a video for one of our singles, Bad Girl, featuring Fabulous, that was out
song
back then, 2006. And he wanted to. It was the first time him watching the video, and he asked me after watching it, "How do you feel? How do you feel about this?" And I was honest. I was not 100% happy with, you know, my performance on the vocal on that song, and it was actually, this is how it went. Like, we recorded the song Bad Girl. The next day, the producer of the production company, the owner, he goes, I put Fab on the song as your next single. I'm like, I wanted to redo my verse. I'm not even, you know, and it was too late. It was all done.
And it's funny you said that because I watched the video yesterday because I've always liked that song. It's always been in my playlist.
Yeah, it wasn't
I watched the video for the first time yesterday, and I remember listening to it, like listening to you, and I'm like, she sounds so much better on the Evie. Like, that's not.
Why you let them do that? I'm like, because I'm nobody. I can't. No, you are signed to Def Jam. You need to make sure this is you that people see. You need to make sure that, you know, you don't put anything out that you're not 100% comfortable with it. Yeah, but I was so, like, we were so young and maybe naive then. So I did everything they told me. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. They just, you know, just let everything happen to you. If you were, I was, you know, we're from Germany. It's our first big record deal.
Yeah.
And you're scared to say anything. Just do whatever they say. And just because you know, you don't know no better. So, but I really wasn't happy with it. And that's when he told me, you gotta be like Kanye. He does nothing that you don't want. You gotta be cocky like him. Gotta get that attitude. And I was like, okay, I'll try.
Do you believe in this industry that if a man demands what he wants and how he wants things, he's a boss, but if a woman does it, she's a bitch?
Oh yeah, people. I think people, that's really how people look at it. I think, but then again, I definitely I don't know if it is because he said that, but from that time, this is almost 8 years ago, to now, I've definitely gone more in that direction. I've become much more that. I don't want to say arrogant, but just more comfortable, and I don't like compromise no more. I you know, whenever I had to deal with executives and everything after that, I just stood by what I believe in, and I wouldn't let them, you know, talk over me. So I definitely maybe learned from that a little bit. I always keep that in my head. But just in general, you grow when you're around that and in the industry for so long and around those people. So, and especially when you are an artist that does your own music and writes everything and knows who you are and you become protective of it.
It's your baby.
Yeah, so I've become more of that. I've heard that before. That my ego is big. But I'm not.
Yeah, because I spoke with a good friend of mine. He's a producer.
Yeah.
And you won't name his name, but we'll talk about it later. But he said to me, like, I don't like the way they portrayed Amina on there. Like, I've worked with her before, and she's like the most nicest person, the most humble person. And I don't like that. So can you get the
most people that know me before the show say exactly that. But you know, what can I do? It's TV. I wasn't in control. Yeah.
And what's the best rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
Best rumor? God. I don't think there's been any rumors about me except that now that I'm pregnant.
That you cannot confirm or deny.
That's like the biggest rumor, you know, out about me or ever been.
Well, at least your name is in these streets.
And right, we talk about it. I see it all the time. But people gotta watch the reunion to see this.
You have to watch the reunion to see if Amina Buddafly Pinky is pregnant or not. Okay, and last but not least, if you could bless us with a little vocals.
What you sing? My single, I guess.
Your single. A little piece.
Boy, I know I might be wrong for loving you, and boy, you might be wrong for loving me, but two wrongs just feel so right. Two wrongs will be right tonight, and two wrongs may be right for life. And if it's wrong, then I don't wanna be right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I've almost forgot. We have the Star Jar.
What is that? That looks interesting.
It is Quay The Star's Star Jar. It has a bunch of questions in here. Nothing crazy.
Cool. Got it.
2 questions.
I gotta pick that too.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2. I open it?
Yes.
What food drink must you have on set? Cool, I love food. I'm not the biggest drinker, but I drink, I do drink sometimes. Wine, red wine. I got a song actually on my old EP I brought one called Red Wine, because that's my favorite. But food, anything that's bad. I mean, I really honestly eat healthy. I'm really like a health freak with my workout thing and everything, but I love all kinds of foods. Probably when I order, I always I gotta should I say that? Maybe that's
What?
no, but I love.
I had that today. I eat it every week.
But then I like Thai food and stuff like that.
Do you cook?
I do cook too. Not when I'm like, too busy, but I love cooking, and it's like it makes you feel like home, because New York life is kind of stressful sometimes. So on my day off, I cook healthy food. A lot of veggies and stuff like that. I'm not a vegetarian, but I don't need meat.
Right.
Whatever.
That's good.
Next one. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever gotten? Best piece of advice that I've ever gotten. Probably the thing that everyone always tells you, to be you, which is something that I now tell everybody. I just, preach to everyone, but it's like the thing that everyone always says. And to, love yourself before you love somebody else.
That's great advice.
Very true. And another thing that I worked on about love myself. There's a song on YouTube called I Love Myself. And I wrote that after I got my advice. I don't remember who gave me that. Many people, did or have given me that. So those two things for you, and
sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And everyone can tune in and watch you. Love and Hip Hop.
Yes, Mondays at 8 LHHNY.
Where can they follow you?
Oh, follow me on Twitter, Amina Buddafly. Instagram, same thing. I have a Tumblr, a weekly blog. IamAmina.tumblr.com, where I do a weekly, just really quick video, talk to my peoples. And then I have Facebook and all that. Just search Amina Buddafly.
And keep the hate and shade to yourself.
Yes. I don't want to read all that negative stuff.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
And we're out.